Hi, in this video we're gonna learn how to use Jest for running our Express endpoints. Like we have to run the user endpoint and task endpoint. So first of all, we have to change the environment of Jest because right now by default it is running as a browser environment. So in here, just we're gonna use simple JSON structure. In here, we're gonna use test environment test environment and it will be node and in here we're gonna see that the file, the connection string that we are using in here, because the jest will run in other environment and it will run in separate environment, so we're gonna separate the environment of test and the production one. So in here, first of all, we have to import one library that's called npm I env dash cmd at the rate. It will say that which update or which version you want, and we're gonna save as a dev dependency, so it will be saved as a dev dependency. So in here we're gonna create one new folder. Let's say its name is config, because we're gonna separate environment of both the dev one and the test one. So in here we're just gonna say new file, and let's say its name is dev.env, and one more that's called test.env. You will see that what I am talking about. So in here, in dev.env, the connection string will be MongoDB. We're gonna see how can we use this as a assignment in our connection string. So let's first of all, let's close this tab. There's no need for this one right now. So in here, in MongoDB URL, you can see in the connection string that this is the connection string for now. So we're just gonna copy it and just leave it there. Use this, like, yeah. And if it is safe, and also for test env, we're just gonna copy it, but the name of the means it will be saved as a different collection or a different database. So mongo's test, yeah. And one thing more that we have to do, like jwt key will be also, it will be same, but we have to just keep as because we are using env same thing. So in here, in the art file, yeah, so in the middleware, yeah, in the middleware there is the, this is my new course, so just copy it and use it here and just save it. And now in here we can just remove it and we can use process dot env dot the name of the variable that you have kept here, that is jwt key. So just use it, jwt key. We have to use it one more place, it is in the user model. In here, yeah, here it is. just use it, and one more in the connection string. So in here just remove it. Yeah, this will do. The name is same. So now we can just close this file, and this one too, this one. Now in the package.json, we're just gonna give the file means where it is located. So it is located the /config slash dev.env, and in here it will be env-cmd /config slash test.env. Yeah, now it will work. So we can see if we just run npm test, you can see it is working. Yeah, you can see that all the test cases has been passed. We have separated the environment, but we can see that it is working. So now for using the Express endpoints, app endpoints that we have made here. So in here we're just gonna use the user.test.js because we are gonna test the user router. So in here what to do next? So for testing this file, like Express endpoints, it provides with Supertest npm file, npm library that is to be used in here. So you can see that how it works. Same thing, like we're just going to use the request that is for Supertest, and here the app express, and we're gonna use the endpoints and what is the method, and this is how this will work. So let's see how can we use in here. So first of all we have to install the Supertest in here, so just install it, but as a dev dependency, so just use it here. Now what to do, we have installed a Supertest, so in here we're just gonna use the require it from the, we're gonna use Supertest in here. So now we need what, we need app, that means we need this index.js, we need this one. So what can we, because this one run before the listen to any port number, so what we're gonna do, we are gonna restructure our folder system in here. So first we are gonna create one more file, let's say its name is app.js, that we're gonna use it. So in here what we're gonna use, that we don't need this part because we need this part in here, we need this part, yeah, and this part that we need, yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just cut, copy, paste here. We're just gonna cut from here and paste it here, and we're gonna module.export app from here, and for index we're just gonna use app require from /app. So yeah, that's it. This is what we need. So in here we can just const app is equal to require // from get out of the test folder and app. So we have get the app folder app functionality. So now we're gonna use the request one, and we're gonna use app dot we're gonna just post in here, because this one. So what we need in here, that we're gonna use the test cases. So this is the test cases for what? This is the test case for should sign up for a user, and it will be an asynchronous process that we know, and it will be an await and in which request, and here we're going to use app dot post / users, and it provides some functions, methods like dot send. What we're gonna send in here, we're gonna send in here the name. Let's say the name is test. Email will be just like test@test.com, and password will be test123. So in here what we expect from here, we expect like the status code, we expect status code to be 201, and if it run, that we know that if it run properly, it will create a new file for new user in the our MongoDB, because in here we have used one of the REST mongoose in here, but we have separated the environment, so we can see that it will create a new user in the REST mongoose test database. So not to wait, just run it. We can see what will we get. We can see in here that the test has been passed. Yeah, you can see in here that the test has been passed in here successfully. So now if we go to our REST mongoose test, in here you can see that a new user has been created, but there is one problem in here, that if we again run this file, like just run it and save it, it will give the error, because we have the same functionality. You can see it gives error because we have used the this one as email as one unique, so it will give the error because validation is false in here. So whenever we run this test suite, we have to use this, like we have to delete all the users, all the collections in our database, so it will restart again. So this is why we're gonna use some global methods that Jest provides, like before each means that it will run before each cases each test cases. In here it needs a callback function. We're gonna see how it will run, but first of all we're gonna see how it will look like. So we're just gonna use console log test, use before each, and one thing more method, that is after each. This one means that it will call after each test call. So let's say console.log after each. Now if we run it, you will see that it will come before the test cases will run, and it will come after the test cases will run. So in here you can see in here that it gives the console log before each and after each. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just use the before each one, because in here before each cases will run, it will delete uh, the the user that has been saved in our collection. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just first import the const user. It will require dot slash db slash model slash users. In here what we're gonna do, it will be an asynchronous process, so we're gonna do async, and we're gonna await user dot delete many. We're gonna delete many and just use it. And now if we just save it, we can say that it will run, because it will create a new user, but before creating a new user it will delete the previous one. So this is how we can test our should sign up for a user, and we can also test for a user that cannot be signed up. And we're gonna use, I'm gonna see how can we log in. So we should log in for a user. In here what we need, in here await request app dot, it will be a post request, and it will be slash user slash login. And in here what we are sending the email test1 test at test.com, and password as test123. So if we run this for this one, it will what it will do, it will not run, because for each test case it will delete the test one, it will delete the user. So for each cases, what we're gonna do, just we're gonna create a new user. Let's say const user. In here what we will provide, we will provide the email, or we will provide the name. Name will be test12. Email will be test12 at test.com, and password will be test112233. And for each test case, what it will do, it will do that await, and in here we're gonna save it. So user await user, and for this sorting we can use this await user dot save. This is how we can also save the user. Proper name would be like user1. That will be good because we can have multiple users in here as per the requirement for test cases. So yeah, so if we will do this in here, we're gonna it is fine. You gonna use this one like user1 dot email, and in here user1 dot password. So now if you run this file, we can see that it will run perfectly. You can see each test case has been passed. So this is how we can log in and sign up. And for others API that we have used in here, we can do similarly. So yeah, this is how we will do this. Thank you.